Alright guys, welcome to Project Cars 2. Currently we've been promoted to GT4. So actually driving the Aston Martin Vintage, and yep, so this is a qualifying lap. We just came up from pits. Tires still cold. See how it goes on the first lap out. So today we are racing at the Red Bull Ring. And yeah, I'm not too familiar with how to actually go about this turn 2 and going to turn 3. So it's a right-hander, long right-hander turn 2 here, going to a left-hander turn 3. As you can see, the EPM in front of me is pulling away. Both of us have cold tires, so there shouldn't be much of a difference, especially not such a huge gap. So here, braking at the 100 marker, down the down to third gear, and braking at 50 marker, continuing third gear either down to second gear, and onto the start finish straight. And here we go on our first lap out, braking right after the 150 marker board, braking to gear 2. And up to turn 2. Turn 2 braking point is right here, right before the banner. The banner goes above my windscreen, and I'll step the brake into turn 2. And we gotta get a good exit here. Or else I can see the BM is pulling away because we have a very long straight coming up here. And for our upcoming, the same. Braking at 100 marker board, down to turn gear 3. Slight understeer and then oversteer on the exit. I tried to fix the oversteering on the exit part, but it just can't seem to work. I've increased my rear downforce. I've tried reducing my rear anti-roll bars, but I'm still getting oversteer on the exit. So first turn down to second gear. Accelerating uphill and to my turn 2, which is the one that I'm always having trouble for. Probably to take such a wider line and then hugging the inside line on the exit and then accelerating out. Yeah, hugging through the apex, and this is a much better exit as compared to my first lap. So this is the second lap. Right, braking there, understeer exit, oversteer and understeer in the entry, and oversteer on the exit. Yeah, so this is still couldn't manage to fix this during the practice session. So second lap managed to get a 55.4, and this is the third lap. If I'm not wrong, this third lap will be the fastest lap throughout the whole of qualifying that I managed to get. So yeah, this is the tricky one. So wider on the entry, and then hugging the apex on the exit, and accelerating up, which yeah, I think I got too much speed on the exit of the turn 2, so I couldn't get a good entry into this long straight right here. So 100 marker board, braking to turn 3, marking the apex and exit. There we don't have to go to turn 2, so this is a much better exit than previously. So let's see what's the time you can get. 54.9, and that gets us into P5. So at that point we came back to the pits, and I tried to adjust the traction control, increasing my traction control by a bit so that it allows both my wheels to spin better, or rather more power to go into my wheels instead of being cut out by traction control, as the track is still pretty dry at the moment. So we'll go and see. So this is my next run. So lap 5. And yeah, slight oversteer again, up turn 1, and Yeah, I gotta take the non-RD line here because we've got a car coming out the pit, so connecting. Yep, so this is probably the better line for turn 3 going to turn 4 as compared to the first few laps. But I think the lap before this I got a track limit, I exceeded the track limit. So even though I managed to get a faster timing in this lap if I'm not wrong, but yeah, I couldn't use the timing because it's invalid. There we go, 54.3, no, 54.2, but oh well, I gave up and we go racing. And racing day, it's raining, so I make quite a few adjustments to get our car used to the rain. So we brought the tire pressure up due to the decrease in pressure. What else? We increased the rear downforce, decreased my openings for my brakes, for my radiator. Wouldn't need as much cooling as compared to a hotter day. And what else did I change? Yes, traction control. So we brought, I believe my traction control, I brought it down to 50, so that should they detect a wheel spin, it's, I don't know what's the algorithm, but it will cut it off. It will reduce the power to the wheels earlier than compared to a higher TC setting. So you see, look at this, turn 2 to turn 3 again, and they are pulling off. I don't know, they are behaving very weirdly for this formation lap. So they're queuing up on P6, P5 to my left, and coming to the final turn. Preparing for restart, and here we go, 12 minutes of non-stop race, brings us about 14 laps or so, and green light. So we managed to get a good start. As you can see, we are closing up on the BM in front, hugging the inside line, braking slightly early, and shifting down to first gear even. So there, the BM almost slammed into our face right there. Again, hugging the inside line, turn 2, braking early, turning in at second gear, hugging the inside line. And do we have a good exit here? Yes, we have a good exit. Managed to go almost alongside P3 right there. Accelerating uphill. And pardon me for the view change. I got a new controller and still not too used to the mapping yet. And here we got understeer out into our final turn. And likewise again, oversteer on the exit. So that's one of the problems that we have throughout the whole of the race. Long straight, braking down to second gear.
Pile on the pressure, this is great stuff. You're going to do him in the next few laps.
And again, this is my weakness. Turn 2 into turn 3. There you can see they are pulling off, and P5 is right on my tail, just 0.3 seconds away. But somehow I managed to pull away here on this straight. It's now 0.8, 0.9, 1 second away. And we managed to catch up with the front pack again. So final turn, and then oversteer again from our start finish straight. Catching up. There you see I've closed off all the other gadgets as I wanted to be focused without all those timings and maps and whatever that's distracting me. Braking to turn 2. Hugging the inside line. Will we have a good exit here? No. Slight a bit, oversteered and lost my position. Back to P4 now. I touched. Well, if it's in real life, we'll probably get a penalty for that, or asked to give the position back, but oh well. Just carry on. And just brought in too much speed over here, almost going out of track. And there we have it. He managed to cut us back, and I'm back to P4 again. And managed to overtake again, and we start again straight. Getting back our P3. Just trying to actually look behind and see where he's at, but not too familiar with the mapping yet. So up the long straight, almost lost my rear end right there. And like, where's the guy behind? It's quite some distance away, so I'm safe for now at least. And just like real lock over there, turn 3, as in gear 3, turning in, braking at 15 meter marker, oversteer again into the start to the straight. And I think P2 is just pulling off slightly. Can't manage to chase him down, but I managed to catch them at this braking. Apparently they are braking pretty late, rather pretty early. Yeah, I catch them up. So turn 2, right on his tail now. Let's see if we're gonna have a chance to overtake them. And Sing, they're pulling off again, turn 3. And P4 is right on my tail. The arrow came out just now. Braking at 100 marker mark, down to gear 3. We have a chance to catch them. There we have finally oversteered again. But that is not as bad as the previous lap. Can we overtake them? And P2 and just some contact going to entry. But well, P1, can't complain. And not much of interesting happening right here, so I just fast forward all the way to the end of the 2 more laps, which is the end of lap 7. So here we'll finish lap 6, starting lap 7, and as our fuel decreases, our timings start to get faster and faster. The previous lap was at about 1 minute in a rain condition, so I qualified at about 54 or 55 seconds under a dry condition, so it's about 5 seconds off in a wet condition as compared to dry condition. So here we're finishing on lap 7 and getting into lap 8. It's a total of about 14 laps, so more than halfway through. So there's the sausage curb right there at turn 1. If you manage to brake at the correct timing, you can actually get a curb in between both your wheels. But you have to just lock up a bit or brake a bit later. You've got no choice but to go around the sausage curb. So here going up, almost losing my rear again. Looking out for the 100 marker board, braking into gear 3, fighting the inside line, touching apex, 50 marker board, and just cutting through the apex right there. And, shit, I lost my rear. And should this be a real accident, I would have probably be tired, but luckily it's a seam and it's just some deformation on the front bumper, but overall still alright. However, I lost my P1. I'm now down to P6. What to do? Let's continue to push on. We've still got about 3 minutes 30 seconds left on the clock. So turn 2, like the inside line, looking for a good exit. Do I have a good exit? Not too bad. But guess what? I lost my rear again. But luckily, I didn't kiss the wall. P7 is far enough. I didn't lose a position.
3 minutes to go.
So even though P7 is only 0.2 seconds, 0.2 seconds behind me now, but oh well. At least I didn't crash, or I still managed to retain my position as P6. However, for the rest of the race, I'll have to settle for P6. They are too far away now and I can't chase them down anymore. So there we go, we finished P6 for round 1 of 5. So thank you everyone, thanks for watching. So there we have it, Red Bull Ring National round 1. Look forward to round 2. See you guys.